Do this deal. Richmond County, North Carolina, accepted offer price, $220,000. Thinks we could sell it for $600,000. Neighbor Scoop / Parcel Fest says 80 acres, but it's actually 65. Okay. So.
Uh-oh.
I know. Front road, I see the front road. There's access there and there.
We don't know. This
Depending,
might be too
that
large.
could be a highway. It's Highway 1. So everyone's alive. Parcel in the center needs to be addressed. Assumed it would be included. The seller happens to be a real estate agent, but it's not on the market. Not sure if it's a red flag. Not necessarily. Sometimes I've talked to agents, they just collect property for whatever reason. You know, my initial thought is, did you check the flood and I missed it?
Yeah, and there's no flood issue.
Okay.
This was deforested.
I'm actually okay with this.
I like it.
Who does own the property in the middle?
See, this is deforestation.
Uh-huh. When's it dated? That was 2018. So that's 4 years ago. That's great.
I really wonder what it looks like now.
Yeah. Well, we'll know as soon as Sam gets a photographer out there on Tuesday.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, I don't like that. Well, subdivide, owner financing. That's probably been up for years.
Well, I'll tell you, I love the deal until we got to this.
You know what? I love everything about it. I really like it. I just want to know what the price is.
Me too.
And even real estate agents sell properties for weird reasons at different prices because I have to get off my books.
185,000 sold, 1.2 million sold. For how many acres?
How big? 244. What's the biggest? Can you go 50 to 100?
1.17 for 131.
Here's 50 for 210, but they had a price cut of a lot.
Jeez,
again, a half.
A price cut of $385,000.
There's something else.
There's something going on with this deal.
I have looked at a handful of deal funding deals this week that were areas that I wouldn't be playing in because the days on market are too high.
Really?
Yep. And I think it was just a simple little, didn't know how to do it, or it was skipped the red, yellow, green test. Because the red, yellow, green test would have smoked that out, FYI.
Talk to this guy too. If this is commercial property like this is a good sign. So I wouldn't kick this to the curb at all.
Right.
Whatever you find out, you can go back to the person, to the seller, and say, this is what I found out. This is what the property's worth. But you probably already know that because you tried to sell it for 16 years. Right.
And then with an agent, right? Because they know what it's worth. For me, when I talk to them, my bottom line is, this is all I'm willing to pay. It's a whole different, a different conversation.
That's right.
Like, I don't care what you think it's worth. You know, none of that matters to me. How long you had it, this and that. Like, look, I'm prepared to give you X. If it works, great. If it doesn't, I wish you all the best. You are always in the driver's seat. Period.
I'm telling you, she was not like this when we first started doing this. She was like, we got to make these deals work, every single one of them.
I did.
Now she's kind of like got her middle finger stuck up to everybody.
And
unless it's like that situation,
land snob,
like that situation,
you should be a land snob.
Right before this one, with that infill lot, at $16,000, it's like, it's got to be that kind of deal. We're just not going to do it.
Yeah, and then you won't fail.
So you got to find out if this is that kind of deal. We don't know. We don't have enough information to know if this is a good price or not.
Right.
The agents will tell you. Cook County, Texas, 6.79 acres, $100,000 offer price, proposed sale to 150. Hour and a half from Dallas, which is great. Sits on a hill, great spot for a house. Again, my 5-second reaction is really positive here. We can value these houses. We're going to get the value. Let's just do it right now. Cut right to the chase and see if we can get a value for these houses. Best value has nothing to do with what we do, right on the same block. Okay, 225 is estimate on a house 2 doors down. This property is $100,000. This is way overpriced in my opinion. Let's confirm that. The house in the immediate area is 225 for larger acreage, so I think it's overpriced, but we'll see. Buy
for 100, sell for 150. I'm okay with that.
Me too.
So what? I'm gonna make 50,000. I think that's fine. When it's stuff like this, and when you just know, because we were talking about days on market, did you guys cover that? We're looking at now. You just know it's 6, it's it's going to sell because everything in there is selling and you can see it. So
5 acres for 220, 100 days on market, 250 days on market, 5 for 200. That's the bottom. 5 acres is $200,000. This is 6 acres for 100.
That's bad. That DOM I don't
Right.
like.
63 days, 119 days, 119, 6, a little bit larger acreage here. This is all good news so far.
This makes me feel really good that they probably got pretty close to, you know what, look at their creative pricing on the sales side too. We don't often think about that, but let's get creative when you post it for sale like you do when you buy it. So 156, 400, that's what they came in with. And then 6 weeks later,
Yep.
they had it pending and then it sold. But what's fun, and I'm going to probably think it probably was that person. It was probably over the holidays because they never relisted it at that point.
I like it.
So
It's a little bit higher than I'd like it to be. I'd like the price to be around 60 or 70, but I think you will have the cheapest 6 acre property.
If you do it all wrong,
the
you sell it
MLS.
for 140. I mean, you're still making a nice chunk of change.
That's what I think too.
And as long as it goes like this, you know, quickly, if you find some other, they're still moving, our house is moving quickly. There's something about this area too that I just don't worry about. There's so much, so many possible buyers that makes it wonderful. I'd buy it. I would try to get it. I'm trying to get it for 80, even 80, I'd feel better.
Me too.
Because I want more money in your pocket. That's really good. Would you do this deal? Juneau County, Wisconsin. Accepted offer price $4,546.25. Thinks we can sell it for 12. 2 siblings own this property. You ready for the story?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. On the property, they live out of state and they inherited it. Awesome. Zoned agricultural residential open space, 1.79 acres wooded. On the front, the east side is sloped, minutes from Castle Rock Lake. Physically, it's a privately maintained physical road. That spells HOA. If it's privately maintained.
I don't know about Wisconsin and HOAs. I don't think that they exist there.
I don't know. County says there's an easement on the property to the east for the entire west 66 feet. Siblings are alive. Their mother is also on the property. County says the sellers will need to sign a form of termination of deceased interest before the title can be conveyed. All right. About half of the lots are built. Almost all unbuilt properties around it have out-of-state mailing addresses. How do I figure out a more accurate sales price? Is the termination of deceased interest an issue? If it's like a form that goes in addition to JTROS, or if it's a form that takes the place of, because there's 3 of them, and that's how they roll, I'm good with all that.
Yeah. Again, so my initial look at this, because you can't really, if you do this, you can't really see where the structures are because there's so many trees. So I'm doing this, see where these structures are. And I can tell you that that's good. It's sort of passing the adjacent test, but not seriously. There's a lot of dirt here, but some of it's being developed. It's got great proximity to this lake. And it's $4,000. So let's see what the value is of this house.
On 8 acres.
On 8 acres.
So
I would buy this and I would close on it and I would sell it list it for probably 15, and I would just forget about it, and eventually it's going to sell. That would be my take on it. This is.
Here's the thing: it's an HOA. I use the terminology. So okay, good. The county just says they don't maintain Maple Drive. Oh, okay, good. All right. So it's not privately; it's maintained. It's like you maintain your own road. Noted. All right, I got it.
I'd buy it. Good. Cheapest property in here, and this acreage is 12,000, and you're buying it for 1/3 of that.
Yeah, and whatever the county says, this is what we need for this kind of a deed. Fill this out, and we need original death certificate, and we'll send it back. I trust all of that. I'm totally good with that. Would you do this deal? We're Madison County, Alabama. Accepted offer price $45,000. Thinks we could sell it for $100,000. 1.14 times 2 acres.
We need to know where this is.
Madison County.
Oh, Madison.
We have access. Small acreage close to a big city. Everybody's alive. Moderate slope with large rocks, but plenty of land to build a sweet private house and shop. Close to marina. By the way, you're writing the description. This is awesome. I really like it.
Totally.
This needs to be in the title and description. No HOA. Houses to the east are 600,000 to $1 million. Water in the fire hydrant at the access point.
All the houses on the hill are built on a steeper slope than this.
Oh.
So where's access?
Yeah, does it extend from that street?
I don't believe that there's access to this property.
I concur.
Super nice neighborhood.
Yeah, I
So
don't know how you get there.
we need to know about
Oh, it's
access.
2 lots.
Oh, okay, good.
Oh,
Hopefully this one.
okay, that's it. Sorry. Yep, that's the accents. Oh, now I really like it.
So they're both, yeah, me too. It's got 2 APNs.
So you really get
No HOA.
1.1
So
and
much-
what's this one? 1.1 and are they both 1.1?
Yeah.
Okay, good. So you're getting 2 acres.
This is a would you brag about this deal.
Yeah, I agree.
$200,000.
So-
These little houses are 200 grand
It's
Right here.
45,000. Is it 45?
for both.
What's the days on market in that area?
Cheapest 1 acre property with 100 days on market is 65,000 with utilities. 100,000 for 1.7. These are 45 for each.
So we're
I
still,
mean, 45 for both. So it's like $20,000 of property.
yeah, but it's really 1 2-acre property because we're not going to give access through
You
the
sure?
middle of the living room.
Are you sure you can't do
Yeah.
access like around here, like this?
No,
Okay, let's look at
Yeah.
it that way then. 1 2 acre.
it's 1 2-acre property. Let's really be honest here.
3 acres for 100 grand. Price cut, 50,000. No, not a lot of comps. Last 5 acre property sold for 80. We're paying 45 for this. So it's way out here.
Look at this one. This one just sold in July, just a couple weeks ago.
It's a big zip. So where are we
Yeah.
here? We're right in town.
No, I wouldn't subdivide. I wouldn't mess with any of
Where
that.
would I- Right here. These are all good comps. What's going on? Turn it all off.
Mm-hmm. I wish it were 25.
So do I. The dirt's great.
2025 all day long. So that's where I'm at, Eric. If you could have that conversation with them, I'll give you the 20
It's
to
cheaper.
25.
It needs to be cheaper. You're absolutely right.
Yeah. Then I feel good about it.
Yep.
Even if things aren't moving that fast in that area, and we need to act fast because we are in, Alabama. Okay, so we're south. Oh, one more thing. What are the home prices around there?
Well, we just looked
You
at these
said-
properties here are
This is the
200.
most expensive part of Alabama then.
These properties are, this is $200,000. This is probably a more likely situation. 400. It needs to be cheaper.
Yeah. I think we're gonna sell it for 50.
That's what I think too. That's exactly what I think. You nailed
So
it.
need to come back. I would go back, Eric. Try to kill it. Go in hot. Talk. You can. I'm sure you can explain to them too. We all know it's really 1 2-acre property, not 2, because getting the access to the back one is almost non-existent. There's a reason why you bought it like that too. Period. So, and then I would say the best I could do is 20. If it works, great. I will open escrow tomorrow. If it doesn't work, I totally understand, and I wish you all the best. How long do they own it too, by the way? Because that makes a difference sometimes.
Yep.
Can you look to toggle back,
Oh.
if you don't mind?
Well, wasn't it an estate situation or am I mixing it up?
Mixing them up.
It doesn't say.
We don't know. Since the 80s.
Well, that's good. You got to get a better price.
Yeah. We don't know what they paid. So, you know what? Stuff happens.
My pricing, using the term lightly, algorithm failed us there. And that just happens.
Well, it was all in that same zip.
Yeah.
You know what? On the north side, it would have worked, but where this was,
Yeah.
you couldn't
There's
account
no
for
way you
that.
can know that, right?
Same zip.
My point is, like, I make mistakes all the time. It wasn't a mistake.
No, it wasn't a
It's just-
mistake.
this
Same
is
zip.
how this goes.
This one's a little further out. And we thought it was looking good too, until we found out some of the nuances. We hope you found our content valuable and we appreciate your support. If you have not already, please check out our channel and hit the subscribe button.
And your comments and suggestions help us to create the content you're here for. Hitting the like button helps to support our channel's algorithm and gauge your interest for future shows.